obviously disappointed. Appreciate the crowd for showing up. Thought we had an enthusiastic student section for the second game in a row. Thought the guys, thought our fans showed up. Had an exciting tailgate area when we were doing the Trojan Walk. And we focused on two things going back to the start of January. We focused on two of them. And I think they're the signs of when we're going to turn this, we're going to start doing them right. And the first one was turnover margin, and the second one was penalties. And we didn't win either of those tonight. I know we had at least 3 turnovers. They had 1, I think, maybe 2. We lost the turnover margin, and then penalties. We had too many penalties, and they were crucial penalties. Took a touchdown off the board, crucial penalties. And thought special teams, I was pleased with how we played. We played good enough to win on special teams. Played good enough to win on defense. We bent a little bit, but we didn't break. I thought we did a good job in the red zone, giving ourselves a chance. And then offensively, we just didn't get anything done. We were undisciplined. As disappointed as in a performance offensively as I can remember. The lack of attention to detail was glaring, and I think that's the story of the game on offense. So, questions?
Did the South Alabama defense do anything to confuse the passing game? Because I think Brandon Silver really kind of struggled out there.
Yeah, he struggled without question. You know, I want to say this. I give a lot of credit to them. They had a bad loss last week, and they came in here and played hungry. They played like they were coming off a bye week, and they were hungry. I thought they played more disciplined than we did, and I thought they did a nice job in the game, and they deserved to win. You know, without looking at the tape, Jeremy, I can't tell you. I think he was off tonight. I think that's a fair assessment. Like anything else, it's not always the quarterback's fault. I think we did a better job of protecting him. We had 6 drops in the game. You know, 6 drops, 2 of them on third down. You know, and the other 3 I know of would have created first down opportunities. So if you're dropping the football and your quarterback's a little bit off, you're gonna have a rough time.
Going back to third down, it looked like you guys couldn't buy anything out there.
I don't know about that. We were 6 of 14 on third downs. You know, if you want to look at something, it's 0 of 2 on fourth downs, on fourth and less than ones. I think those are the story. You know, we had 2 pretty good play calls. The first one we just MA'd, and the second one we just didn't pay enough attention to detail, because if we press on that run, then we're probably going to have it. You know, the first fourth down early in the game, it didn't come back to haunt us, but we were in attack mode. I thought it was an opportunity in the game where we could take advantage of it and really swing the momentum, and it didn't work out. Not going to apologize for being aggressive. We do a lot of data analysis, and the data told us to go for it right there, and I trusted it, and we just didn't execute. No, they called us for a lineman downfield, which I have to look at it. You know, there's been an awareness on that since the Alabama-Ole Miss game. Not sure that should affect us, but I think there's been a nationwide look on it. But that was the call. You know, both teams run a lot of combination plays where they're run plays with pass options. They do a lot of it. We do a lot of it. You know, we got called on it, and touchdown got taken away. That's all I can say. Yeah, I was pleased with our defense, man. They played good enough to win the game. You know, we didn't get some stops when we could have. I thought we let them swing the field a little bit. But they played, you know, Coach Koenig and the staff did a good job. Our guys were ready to play defensively. I thought we were in tune. We gave up some big balls. That was the worst matchup for us in the game was our defensive backs versus their receivers. They're talented. You know, the McGee kid made some plays. We tried to get him. You know, got beaten recruiting on that, and he came back to haunt us. But I was pleased. I thought defensively we played good enough to win the game. Gave us several chances in the second half to produce and didn't get it done on offense.
So what do you do now to get the offense?
Well, I think it goes back to this. To me, it's always about paying attention to details. Everybody wants to worry about the big things. You know, when you're turning, you know, we've had a couple losing seasons here. When you're turning a program around, everybody wants to just jump up and say, all right, we're going to take it from point A to point E or whatever, and we're going to go to a bowl game and all that stuff. And that's our goal, without question. But there's a process you go through, you know. And what I hope turns out of this can be a turning point for our season, because I stress details. Our coaching staff stress details. Okay, but until you see those little things equal big things and they're real, because this has been the first even matchup we've played. This has been the first time we've played somebody that's a pretty even matchup. And so what we got to do is we got to look at that film and say, hey, guys, listen, attention to detail wasn't done. You know, and here's the deal, too, is it all starts with me. I didn't coach well enough to win the game. We didn't coach as a staff well enough to win the game, and that's it. That's it.
This may be a rebuttal of his question, but how do you, all these, you talk about, it's close here, we missed a couple fourth downs,
Mm-hmm.
you got a touchdown, you got taken away. How do you rebound from close, hey, we almost had it, and then you got taken away from it?
I think you say it is what it is, man. Is we had opportunities to win the game. They took advantage of their opportunities. We didn't. How are we going to get better for it? You know, we're 4 games into a new staff, some new schematics on offense, a new scheme on defense, and offensively haven't got it together. You know, and I think it always starts with me and trickles down. So we're going to watch the film tomorrow. We'll meet with the players on Monday and get it fixed. All right. Thank you all for coming.